Hello and welcome, one and all. My name is Ethan, and today I will take you on a journey through the body and the most fascinating organ in the human body, the heart. On this journey, you will learn about anatomy, conduction, process of the circulatory pathways of blood throughout the body, and how the four chambers simultaneously work separately and together to keep you alive. Let's get started. And first, we have anatomy conduction. The conduction system has a network of specialized muscle cells found in the heart walls. These muscle cells send signals to the rest of the heart muscle, causing contraction. The muscle cells are connected by intercalated discs that enable the transmission of electrical impulses through the network, i.e., cell to cell. The ability of these cells to transmit electrical impulses allows the heart muscle or myocardium to act in a coordinated contraction of the heart muscle. This ability is known as syncytium. These electrical impulses will stimulate the heart, causing it to contract. This electrical stimuli is generated by the sinoatrial or the SA node. The SA node is made up of a collection of cells that are located in the upper part of the right upper chamber of the heart. The SA node generates electrical impulses at the rate of 70 to 80 times per minute under normal conditions. The electrical impulse then journeys to the bottom of the atria and passes into a particular region of the issue called the atrioventricular node, or the AV node. The AV node is a tiny button of specialized cells that are roughly 3 by 5 millimeters in diameter, located near the center of the heart. Its core function is to help coordinate the contraction of the atria and the ventricles in response to the heart's electrical signal. The AV node acts to delay the impulses by approximately 0.12 seconds, ensuring the atria have enough time to fully inject blood into the ventricles. It does this by transmitting a signal from the atria. In addition, it transmits a signal to another region of specialized tissue that goes to the ventricular septum. The tissue that separates the two ventricles. The specialized tissue is known as the bundle of atrioventricular bundle, and it separates to form the right and left bundle branches. The bundle branches then send the electrical signal onto the Purkinje fibers, which which in turn pass the electrical signal to myocardium that forms the ventricles. The Purkinje fibers are specialized conducting fibers made up of electrically acceptable cells. They contract cardiac actions potentials more efficiently and quickly than the other cells in the heart. As the rapid conduction occurs, it allows coordinated ventricular contraction, and the blood is moved from the right and the left ventricles, pulmonary arteries, and aorta, respectively. Now, on to the process of the circulatory. The cardiovascular system is made up of three areas, those being heart, blood. Those three parts, heart, blood. Those three parts of the system are integrated and work in harmony. The circulatory system is made up of blood vessels that carry blood away from and in direction toward the heart arteries. Transport blood vessels that carry blood away from and in the direction toward the heart. Arteries transport blood away from the heart, and veins carry blood back to the heart. The circulatory system transports oxygen and nutrients and hormones to cells and removes wasteful products like carbon dioxide. The heart does a double pump into right and left sides. The two sides are split up by an interventricular septum, and the right side of the heart is one half of the double pump, and the left side is the other half. Now, onto the pathways of blood through the body. We just learned how the heart has two sides that pump blood. Now we will investigate how the blood flows through the body. The main function on the right side of the heart is the pump deoxygenated blood, which has just returned from the body straight to the lungs. While the role of the left side of the heart is to pump oxygenated blood, which is just returned from the lungs to the rest of the body, oxygenated blood is a bright red in color, as well as this blood is pumped around the body of vertebrae by the heart. Blood is also pumped away from the heart in arteries and is returned to the heart in veins. The red blood cell will venture through the heart twice during a complete circulation around the body. Now on to the 4 chambers of the heart. The human heart has 4 chambers, those being the right atrium, the left atrium, located near the top of the heart, and the left and right ventricle located near the bottom. The right atrium receives oxygen, poor blood from the body, and pumps it to the right ventricle. But the right ventricle pumps the oxygen, poor blood to the lungs, and the left atrium receives the oxygen-rich blood from the lungs and pumps it to the ventricle. These 4 chambers simultaneously work separately and together to keep you alive by working continuously in a coordinated effort to keep oxygenated blood circulating through your body. More specifically, the left and right ventricles are stronger pumps. The left ventricle is the strongest because it has to pump blood out the whole body. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and that is all.